Hello, I'm gonna do something a little bit different today because I've been working on a couple of molds these days, and so I wanted to do a quick video on the molds that I'm doing and how I'm doing them, and yeah, I think it's a pretty cool thing. Those are the kind of things we can all do at home now. So you have 3D printer, I have the vacuum form machine, and today I was working on these 3 molds. This is 458, a very simplified lines, and then I am working currently on a Formula E. This is a design I've done today and that I've been working on and sending, but I'm going to do the first test print with it today to see if there's any issues of webbing or so on. And this is an older mold of the Lola body, but this was designed for the really old Kyoshos, which were pretty narrow, and I find out that this is actually not really desirable. I have quite a few of them left, I think about six or 7 of them left, which works with the old Kyosho Minizis with the narrow, but I think a lot of people are running the wider cars now, so I've extended the car, I've widened it, and I've changed a little bit the profile as well, so that would have a little bit of forces on the side as well. And I need to see if there is going to be any webbing since I've changed the way the mold is designed. And so the way that I do those things is I've designed on CAD a model of a Minizy chassis, and then around this chassis I design different bodies. I have 4 different wheelbase. This is 94-98, and this is the same 94-98. This is 98 mm. I guess you could put 94, but the wheel wells are on 98. And I'll make some videos on the computer screen. I have my beautiful glove because this thing gets hot. I'll do some videos on the CAD drawing and so on. But so as you can see, the mold is usually going to be a 2-part print because my printers are fairly small, and I print in ABS, and then I will do some body work with some Bondo fillers for the car, and then just a lot of sanding. I'm redoing a lot of the older molds that I have. I find out are a little bit rough. They are fine once they're painted, but I think from the outside look they look a bit worrying when they actually work pretty well when they're painted. Let's see, this guy needs to get to 150, so it's gonna be soon pressing time. Let me position the camera. I think I'm going to try the Lola first. There's gonna be some webbing around there, I'm pretty sure. Might be some in the front. So let's do the centered one. So you can see that this is a pretty small vacuum form machine. The bed is basically A4, I think, A4 size, and it's great for what I'm doing. Mostly I'm doing the Minizy bodies on it. It is fun. I can design, I can print really quickly, do a lot of different designs that I like, and I do my track bodies as well on this. Alright, it's gonna be time. Gonna be noisy. Get ready for the noise. 49 and 50. Alright. So you can see there's actually no webbing on this one, so that's pretty cool. This is a good sign. Then I'm gonna take it out of the bed and I'm gonna rest it. Okay, the air is sucked back inside. I'm gonna rest it. Oopsie doopsie. 1 second. I'm destroying my store. Alright, here you go. This is out of the mold. Now I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit so the shape don't get weird, and then we'll take a look at it. In the meantime, I'm gonna put another sheet on the machine. So what I'm using is not Lexan. This is PETG, which is similar to Lexan in the sense that you can use polycarbonate paint to paint it. I remove one of the two protection film that there is on it. I keep the clear one for the outside, so this way it protects from the overspray. Alright, so this is just simple. Those are 0.5 mm. Alright, and I'm gonna try the Formula E this time. And so this should be cool enough. So let's see. Unmolding process, if everything is as beautiful as before. Poof! Pops out of the mold. So this is the first pressing. So you see now I have a much different side than previously. Now I have this little shape on the side. I've changed the design in the front here, and that's pretty cool. Pretty happy with the way it looks. I think a little bit more sanding and it's gonna be a winner. This is pretty cool, the little curve inside. Oh, I gotta be careful, this is heating up pretty cool. But yeah, I really like the Lola body with a little driver. It takes a little bit of painting. You see when it's done. It's cool, it's pretty detailed. It's a little bit different than usually. Okay, 127, so let's go with the Formula E this time. I have no idea how this is going to react. It's quite interesting to do the vacuum forming because I'm learning as I go, and there is a lot of different shapes and angles that the machine likes and some that the machine doesn't like at all. And it's pretty obvious usually, but there is some weird things from time to time. So for a brand new mold, I have to learn as I go. So I have no idea how this one is going to go, if there's going to be crazy webbing everywhere. There is a lot of really deep hollow parts in it. So we'll see how it goes. We are at 47, 48, so it's going to be vacuum forming time. Here we go. Right. Ah, there's a hole. I've heard a pop, so there was a hole. There was a hole in it, so it's not gonna vacuum very well. Hold on, I'm really destroying everything. I'm a maniac. Sorry about that. Alright, poor little light. I'm too strong. Okay, so I heard a popping sound and I think I know where it came from. So this is not gonna be very detailed. Yeah, it's gonna be in those areas. Those are really hollow. So I guess, yeah, here there is a hole that formed. So I gotta fill this in. So you see, because the hole popped right away, I couldn't get the details anywhere. So this is something I'm gonna have to rework on the molds. Yeah, this is, well, it's gonna look fine once this is fixed. But yeah, I'm gonna have to fill this hole. Those are too deep, and it's too easy to break the material here because the material gets really thin. And I think I can actually fill it up pretty tall because those are parts that are going to be cut away at the ends anyway. So I'm going to have to rethink, redo some work on the mold. Plus you see that the textures is still pretty visible. So I have a lot of sanding work to do. Other than that, pretty happy. The wings at the back look pretty cool. The back here is going to be mainly stickers, so I kept it very simple because there's going to be a lot of cutoff around the wheel and some sticker work over here. And then all of these wheel wells is going to be all open, so we'll be able to see the geometry, and for the different kind of Minizes or GL or whatever people are using is going to have to be more or less opened over there. Alright, so let's do the 458 last, and that would be it for today. So I'm gonna have to go rework on the mold, and that's really fun. The vacuum forming thing. I tried a long time ago to build my own vacuum forming machine, which was an absolute disaster. Putting the Lexan sheet in the oven, and oh boy. Needless to say, it was not successful. So this is much better, much more rewarding but it takes some trying before things work out the way you want at the end. But this is how I've been making those guys. Let me show you. I have a little time before this heats up. Other buddies that I've been making for Minizis. This, let's take it out of the bag. This is one of my favorite ones. It's Euro Truck Racer 94-98 wheelbase, 80 mm wide. They look just really cool on the car. And truck wise, I've done this one as well, which is a cab over engine design. This is, you still see a lot of shapes here that I've been sending away. This is a very early mold, and I have you see little light buckets here, light buckets in the front, and I've designed some mounting solutions for the front of the Minizis, because this one can't, you don't want to put body post here. You can put body post in the back. Yeah, and I've got, I don't know how many, a few molds now. I'll try to make a video of all the little molds that I've done for the Minizis. We'll try the 458 last. Alright, this is a simplified 458. I don't want to, well, I can say I don't want to rip off the original one, because this is a rip off of the original one, but I don't want to go too crazy on copying all the details of the car, so it's let's say artistic interpretation of the 458, even though it's a 458. And so here you go. I'm gonna press this one in, see if the mold is working fine, and then we'll call it a day as I go work on the other molds. Alright, no webbing. Everything is molded well. Good vacuum. Alright, now we're gonna let the sound of the air. Beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna put this down on the desk, let it rest for a while so it cools down a bit, and then I'll pop out. So, here you go, guys. This is my little setup for vacuum forming buddies at home. Mainly Minizy buddies, but vacuum form these as well, and the Formula Trike. This one you see for the T03, the T301, the Dancing Rider, like a little Canida, and others like that guy up there, which are much more difficult to do because they are really big, and as you can see my machine is really small. And so I think that's it for now. Let's maybe release this mold and then we'll call it a day. Ooh, this one is not happy, it doesn't want to come out. Ouch! We didn't see that. Alright, here you go. That's gonna have to be cleaned a lot, but roughly you can see that's the body out of the mold, requiring a lot of cleaning all over this jointing area. That should disappear with the paint. So that's that for today. If guys are interested, I'll do more videos on the design process and making the mold process and so on. And in the meantime, stay safe, wear your gloves, don't put your hands in oven, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.